everyone, it's Justine here from House of Mahalo. So today I thought we would do a little bit of a craft with me session. So I'm taking part in the October challenge for the Facebook group tattytreasure and friends, and it's to use up your paper pad scraps or scrapbook paper scraps. And as you can see, I have plenty of them. These are just some recent ones from recent projects I've been working on. So I thought, I've got kind of a plan, but not a huge plan. So I just thought, let's pop the camera on, and I would just craft away and have a chat with you guys. And hopefully you'll see something that might give you some inspiration. So I'm sorry if you can see lots of shadows. It's a very, very wet, miserable, grey day here in Bristol. So I've had to pop on every single light in order to see, and it's, middle of the afternoon. So, all right, well, what shall we start with? So there was one thing that I know I definitely wanted to get done today, which is I've got this sort of offcut, which I've sort of folded into three, because I thought it might make a nice little flip out space for writing, and maybe even have some pockets inside it. So shall we move these out of the way and just see what we can get through today? Maybe that's good. Just trying to work out where should I put them. I'll just put them on the floor for now, and then hopefully I can reach them fine shortly. Cool. So what am I gonna do? So I really like the ivy. I don't want to lose the ivy, and it's got lines here which you could write on. But I want to cover the inside because this flower is obviously half cut off, and it's a bit faded and stuff. So I was thinking, to keep it easy, I might just line it with some music sheet, which width-wise will go across. It it does mean that they will be the wrong way round because it doesn't quite fit. Yeah, they're all that way. So yeah, it will be the wrong way round. But does it matter? I'm gonna go with it probably doesn't matter that much. So let's just get going. So I'm using a new glue. I've converted to Kalal. This is my first time using it. And I realise I should have practiced, shouldn't I, really? But, let's see what happens. So it's got kind of like a scraper thing on it. Let's not do it over the music sheet. There we go. So yeah, this is definitely not a tutorial video. It's just a, let's whack the camera on and, see what happens, I guess. That's kind of what my plan is today. So I hope you're all well. I hope it's better weather where you are right now than it is here. I hope you've been able to get lots of crafting done and everything. And yeah, as always, if you are new, hi, I'm Justine, nice to meet you. And if you are returning, it's always great to see you. It's great to see you if you're new or returning, of course. It is great to have you here. Right, let's just plonk this down. Again, let's see how this goes. So I want it to be, oh good, it's got wiggle room. I'll probably do that quite a few times. Probably just hear me say something about this glue because I've heard good things about it. Oh, it really does have some wiggle room. That's awesome. Because I just suddenly thought, I want the music the whole way across, not just some blank space. Okay, let's oh, that's really sticky, Am I a convert already? Let's see. So I'm just going to cut around this, and oops, it would help if I actually cut it, close to the lines. There we go. Fabulous. Yeah, so I'm trying to think who it was I was watching the other day. I think it was Denise from, oh gosh, please forgive me, Denise. She's changed her YouTube channel, and I'm trying to remember what the new one is. I think it's just Denise Junk Journals UK. It's something like that. Anyway, I think it was her that I was watching, and she was saying she was doing, she's doing the challenge, but she was doing some scrap busting type video, and she was saying something about how she's trying to keep her scraps down, like use them up whilst she makes them, kind of thing, rather than just sort of leave them to just, you know, yeah, I guess leave them to collect dust. So yeah, she was wanting to use them up straight away, and I thought that was great. It's a very good idea. Right, so we want it to be this way. Now I'm trying to work out, can I fold it now, do you think? Shall we see? If I need to add extra glue, then I will. Or should I just leave this to dry whilst I do some other stuff? I'm folding it, aren't I? I'm folding it because I'm very impatient. There we go. If we need to add extra... Oh, that's alright. That's fine. Ooh. Ooh. I realise I need to put the glue on, the lid on. So that glue is pretty good. That's, you know, it's not bubbling or anything. You know how sometimes you glue straight away, and then if you glue and then straight away sort of start trying to press your folds, it can kind of like bubble up from the paper, can't it? It doesn't seem to be doing that. Well, that's good, isn't it? Nice. Yeah, I'm glad I used the music paper actually. It feels really like nice and sturdy now. It was pretty thick, you know, card before, like scrapbook paper, but no, that feels really nice now. Right, what am I going to do next? I'm going to round the corners, I think, just to finish it off. So let's do that. Yeah. Might as well do it on all sides. Yeah, it's been a while since I've done a craft with me sort of video, but you know, I fancy just doing some crafting, and sometimes it's nice just to pop the camera on at the same time, you know. So I could probably do with a little bit of trimming, especially as, once again, I can't cut a straight line. And obviously I will do some inking. So I'm thinking, shall we have something on the front? Now, I've been really enjoying working with birds lately, and there was a bird that I remember seeing. This one, is that a waxwing? Is that what they're called? I'm thinking about potentially having him on the front, maybe, or I've also got I've got this nice. Ooh, whoops! I'm doing it again. I'm just chucking things everywhere. Oh, that's cute actually. I quite like that one. It sort of feels like he's yeah, he's up in the trees and the ivy there. So then find a label. Now because it is a craft with me, I'm sorry I'm not like super organised today, so hopefully it will not take me a huge amount of time to just find a label that I like. I'm sorry if it does. Let's see. Do we want it over there? Right, I think we want something smaller. Yeah, I've been really enjoying working with the birds lately. I don't often work with birds, but I've been enjoying it. So yeah, I think I'll definitely do more birdie things in the future for sure. I mean, I've got lots of stuff now that's like birdie themed, so I do think I want to do you know, a nice birdie project. Thinking maybe an altered file folder or something. I've seen Tanya from tattytreasure, she's been doing a lot of those over the past few months, and they look fantastic. It's a great way to, you know, use up some really nice ephemera that you've got and that kind of thing. So stay tuned for that one. Right, I think I'll just go with this one. Keep it simple, don't get all your labels out. Right, let's do some inking. Here we go. Yeah, as I say, I'm not, you know, completely organised, because I just thought, let's just grab these scraps, and I kind of came in with a plan, but not a huge one. So please forgive me. Just ink around this. Okay, now do I want to use the Kalal, or do I want to use something else? Shall we try the Kalal, which seems to be bubbling on me? Let's just have a look. Let's I won't put loads on. I'm going to go slow. Okay. I am definitely regretting not practicing. Right, here we go. Okay, it's coming out. There we go. Oops. Okay, I think that's probably plenty. If I need to go in with my tacky glue after, I will. Okay. There we go. Sort of wondering, did I want something behind the bird? Not really. I think, you know, I thought about putting some music sheet or something underneath him, but I actually kind of like that he's nice and prominent against the white background, and there's still space here to write, which I quite like, so. There we go. Okay, and we're going to slip this in, if we can, underneath the branch. I can, there we go, that'll do. Okay, how's that? Fab. So I do need my tacky glue. It's been very temperamental lately, so bear with me. I just have to, I'm going to have to squeeze some out, so 2 seconds. Alright, so I've inked all the way round, and whilst I had you on pause, I have just cut off a couple of little scraps from my scrap pile, which I thought could be good as little pockets, and I was thinking we could possibly have pockets on the two sort of, you know, the left and right sort of side, just like that. And with tags inside, little tags, and then in the middle I'm thinking it might be nice if we had some kind of like little like notepad or something. That's what I'm thinking. So shall we get these down? So obviously I rounded the corners just to match the scrapbook paper itself. Sorry, I'm so distracted by my glue. It's been, yeah, this tacky glue has been playing up on me recently. Yeah, I find I'm concentrating so much on actually like trying to, just trying to see if I got that the right size. Oh no, I haven't. Oh no. Hang on, I'm just going to have to cut that down a tad. Oh no, that means it's going to be off to one side, isn't it? Let me see if I can fix this. I measured this side and I didn't think about the other side being a different width. But of course it would be, isn't it? No matter. Maybe if I make my hole a bit bigger. A little bit more. I'm just trying to get it so that it's a little bit more in the middle. I was not being completely... There we go. I'm just being a perfectionist, as per usual. That's alright, there we go. I think that'll fit now. Right, shall we try that again? Okay, here we are. That's serves me right for not being more organised. Of course, it would be helpful if I could actually see where the crease is, but you know. Let's see. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, it probably could have done with being a bit over, but it's actually difficult to see the line. Okay, right, shall we check this one? Yeah, that one looks like it's okay. Fabulous. Right, let's get this glued down. So I've got some tags here which are from a kit I've been working with by Nanine from Collage Type. I think it's her Birds and Botanicals kit, which I've been working with lately. So yeah, I've printed those tags out onto onto linen effect paper, and it's given them a really, really nice texture, and it's worked really well with the ink. So I thought, given they're quite small, you know, baby tags, they would look really nice in these pockets. So I'm just going to give them an ink around. I might add something to them, but I want to see how it all looks once I've got everything down. And then this one's really nice. I won't add anything to this one, you know, with the flower on it and stuff. You know, I might add a sticker or something, but I haven't quite decided yet. As I say, not a tutorial, so if you are expecting a tutorial, click away now. This is really just a craft with me, you know, just to try out a few things and have you guys along for the ride, keeping me company, really. But I really do need to make sure I'm drinking my tea, otherwise it'll go cold. I'm always good with that. I never ever drink my tea before it goes cold. Even when I'm not filming, even if I'm just doing, you know, I'm just watching TV, I just forget that I've made a cup of tea. There we go, how's that? Looking cool. Alright, so yeah, I want to have a bit of a notepad in the middle. Once again, I'm hoping I can use up my scraps a bit. So I've got various folders here full of offcuts of various dyed papers and vintage papers, so I'm wondering if we can work some of these in somehow. I've got loads in here. Fab. Okay. If that's not enough, then of course it's going to be enough. What are we talking about? Of course it's going to be enough. Okay, so I just want this to be a little scrappy notebook. I haven't worked out, I'm not sure how I'm going to include it yet. I'm wondering whether to use Brad's. I think, is it Roxy's weekly challenge? She was doing that this week. I managed to catch it last night, and I noticed that she was making like matchbook notebooks with Brad's. And the idea being that you could pop the Brad's in, and then when you're finished with your little notebook, you know, when you've used it up and everything, you could replace the papers, which I thought was a really cute idea. So I might do that. So let's see. It's probably too many actually. What do we think? How thick is that? Yeah, it's probably too many. How many? Take out one of the graph papers. I'm just lining them up so that they're sort of like staggered a bit, I guess. And then a bit of vintage paper over the top. Yeah. So I need some Brad's, so I'm just going to hit pause and find my Brad's. Okay, so I've just inked around those papers. I've got my Brad's, and then I just had a long strip from the cut off from these little pockets. So I've just cut it down to size, rounded the corners and inked it, and I'm going to have that at the top there, just to keep the papers in place, because I thought without it looked a little bit plain, and then I suppose that ties in with the rest of it. So just going to get all my papers down to the top as best I can, and there we are. Just move this one over a bit. Fab. I'm going to pop my, I was going to call it a lid then, it's not a lid. So I'm going to pop that on, pop the lid on. Which way? Does it matter? Yeah, I quite like it that way actually. Okay, and then I'm just going to pop it in the middle, making sure we're all in. Okay, is that good? Good. And then just want to pop a couple of holes. Oops. So I'm just going to make a mark there so I know where I'm going, and then that's about 1 centimetre. I'm just eyeballing it. There we go. So if we pop the awl all the way through. So I'm going to use silver brads. I don't often use silver, but I just thought it went better with the colours. Minding my fingers. There we go. Oh, needs to be bigger hole. Yeah, so the good thing about using the brads is when you're finished with these papers, you know, when you've used them, it still needs to be bigger. You can just open up the brads and pop some new papers in. So I thought that was quite a good idea. Oops, there we go. I can't see what I'm doing. I can pop those down a little bit better in a minute, so make sure everything is neat and tidy. Make sure my hole is still aligned. There it is. Okay, and then put this through again. Need to make the hole bigger. There we go. I'm just going to squeeze those down so they're as flat as they can be. You could always cover those up with something if they're going to annoy you, you know, because you are going to see them on the back, which is a shame, but you know, it is what it is. But no, I really liked the idea of it being... Oh, I'm wondering, actually... Sorry, I'm just wondering if I popped some lace across the top, maybe, not glued down or anything, but just like, just to cover it, then that might be nice. Let's just see how that looks. Or some crochet. Ooh, I like that. Like a bit of crochet. Sorry, just stretching around for my scissors. There we go. So if I pop that down, and if I just glue it at the top, then when it comes to changing out the brads or the papers, you could just lift up the, you know, just lift it up like that. So there is my. Oh wow! I didn't actually get my Fabri-Tac out. There we go. Okay, right, so if I just go along the top here, oops, not too much, Justine. Well, somebody left a really nice tip on one of my recent videos, saying about thinning out your Fabri-Tac, and I think she said about using, was it nail varnish remover? I think that's what it was. I have to go find the comment again. It's on one of my videos, because I think it was a video where I was complaining about it coming out all gloopy. No surprises there, that's always happening to me, but yeah, she said about that. So I have to find the comment again. Okay, there you are. So you can literally just lift those up. If I move that around carefully. Oops. Yeah, so if when you want to change out the papers, you can just lift up that bit of crochet to get to the brads, no problem. But then, you know, when you're first looking at it, you can't see that there's brads on there. Oh, I like that. Brain is working today. Fab. Okay, so that's that one. It's alright, isn't it? just a little bit of a scrappy make, really. So yeah, I might do something with those tags, but I think for now I'm going to leave that one as is. Nice bird on the front there. It might have been nice to have done the crochet on the front as well, but I've put the bird down now, so I think it's probably too late for that, but let's just double check. Yeah, I think because you've got this poking out as well, so I'll say no. I might put a tab on there actually as well. Possibly a tab. Let's see what I've got. Now, I don't have an official tab maker, so I've been punching out, you know, not quite a circle shape, you know, just to get sort of, oops, something like that, you know. I might think about that later, but for now I'm just going to move on to the next one. But yeah, I might add a tab, and then that's a bit easier to open. But yeah, like that. Fab. Okay, so that's one. Sorry, I'm just knocking things over. Right, so I've got this pile, and I'm not drinking my tea. I need to have another. Bear with me. Yeah, no, that tea's totally gone cold now. Totally cold. Okay, right, so let's just move a few things out of the way. So, what are we going to do next? I've got a few things. I've got some of these strips, which I thought could make good, you know, for the side of a page, but I think I'll do those another day. Journal cards and different things. Oh, that was one thing I was going to share with you. Is it this one? Yes. I've got this sort of offcut here, and I've got this ticket die, so I think I'm going to give that a go. So if I remember, I will do that, and then I'll show you at the end how they came out, because I've never used that ticket die before, so I'm leaving it there to remind myself to do it. That can be a page decoration too. So I've got some Tim Holtz offcuts. So let me just grab those. There we are. Right. Oops. Okay. Okay, so I have got some postcards. These came from a Stamperia pad, and I thought they need backing, but I was thinking about the fronts. They could do with something on them, you know, some stickers or some die cuts or something, fussy cuts. And then I've also got these Tim Holtz scraps. So let's start with the Tim Holtz first, because I had different ideas for these. So let's just have a little look. So I was thinking about potentially turning some of them into little like matchbook things. I've seen, obviously Roxy's weekly challenge was to make them into little notebooks, and that could be kind of cute, because then the writing's the right way, the butterflies are the right way. It's not the right way on the back side, but you know, it's probably the front that means more. So I'm just going to do it. I'm going to fold it, and I'm going to think about it later. So if I do that, where's my bone folder? You're hiding again. Here it is. Alright, so let's do that. And then, now the trick is, so I've heard, that you, maybe I should have done that higher. You don't want too much overlap. When I can't sort of see whether that's enough or if that's too much. So if we were to, I'm going to move this up. I really don't like refolding stuff once it's folded, but oops, sorry. But I think it needed to be done. Oh, that's really good paper actually. You can't tell that I folded it anyway. There, okay. And then if I fold this one up, and it could do with a bit of trimming, but I'll do that off camera. rather than fighting about it now. So is that enough? I think that's probably enough. Yeah, so in Roxy's weekly challenge, she was doing them as little notebooks. So why don't we try that? I've got all of these offcuts here, so let's see. And again, she used brads, so shall we do that? Okay, so that one could do with a trim. Okay, let's pop that one in. So this one has a little like flap thing. Don't know if that's too low down, might want to change it, but this one needs cutting down, so if that's about the size we want it to be, then if we bring this in like that, and then I'm just going to tear this one, not tear it very straight, that's okay, I don't mind it being higgledy-piggledy, that's okay with me. So there's ones there. Just trying to, how many do you think I should put in? Should I do one more, two more? Let's do another foldy one. No, let's just tear this one actually. Out here. There we go. Okay, and then those go down there, and then I'm just trying to remember what she did now. I think she put the brads in the bottom, and then you had to make sure that you weren't gonna get the lid, your flappy lid, stuck in your brads. So let's just I think for this one I'm going to use these little silver hearts because it's quite pretty, and they're small, so let's go here. Oops. Sorry, I know you can't see me, I'm just trying very hard not to poke myself with my awl. And then about there. I'm really loving this Tim Holtz scrapbook paper. I really am. I had my eyes on it for a while, and I've probably done that a little bit too low. Tell you what, I'll just move it. I'll move it to the side like I did before. There you go. That's fine. Yeah, I probably wanted to go a little bit higher because they're hearts, so they were, the bottom of it hangs down a bit, but that's okay. Sorry, I'm just messing about with my brad, trying to, there, that would be fine. It's a bit, you know, pointing to the corner, but I don't mind that. Where's my other brad? There it is. Okay, so let's try and mirror that. Okay, got it. Just fits in. Yeah, so again with the brads, you can take out the brad and replace the papers as you need to, which is really cool. I like that. Okay, so there we are. That's my little. I'm just gonna oh, I've done it again. I keep losing my bone folder. I need to like paint it or something. I keep not being able to see the whiteness of it. Okay, probably should have done that before putting the brads on, but that's okay. So the idea is, yeah, you flip that up, and then you've got all these bits of papers, and you could put something there maybe. Should I have been rounding the corners? Let's do that. I think it's a bit late for those. It's a bit late for the ones in between, but that's alright. There you go. That's cute, isn't it? That's quite cute. Doesn't need anything else. So let's put that one over to the side. How are we doing? Doing alright, we'll keep going. So I've got some more Tim Holtz ones. So would another one of these work for... Would that work? Yeah, this one would work okay as a matchbox, so let's do that. Again, make sure I'm not doing it too high, too low I should say. Let's try that, and then fold that one over like so. Oops. That was a nice grungy one. Not very straight though. Let me just cut this a bit straighter. Okay, how are we doing? Oh gosh. Oh my gosh, that was terrible cutting. Okay, let's try that again. Nope. I'm gonna have to use my paper trimmer, I'm afraid, because that is, oops, that's really not straight. Let's try that again. Okay. Yeah, my paper trimmer is really not very good, so at least it's given me a line that I can follow now. There, okay. Sorry, I know I'm probably juggling about all over the place, but let's just ink that up and that'll be fine. Yep. Okay, that's better. Okay. It's just enough space in there, so I'm going to round the corners before I forget. And I don't know. Okay, so those are all rounded. Oh no, I made it too. I rounded those, and now I've got gaps showing. So if I were to move that down, would that be in the way? Oh yeah, I don't want to do that. I'll tell you what, I'll just pop some. I could pop some lace along that one. Kind of goes with the pink anyway, so has anyone seen the lace? Here it is. So those are probably a bit big, so let me just have a look through my lace box. Ooh, got a nice cute scrap of crochet here, which might be alright. Let's see, or is it too... kind of want it to be on the top, but nope, that's not going to work. Try again. Let's see what else we have. Oh, I've got this nice one. Take two, let's see if this one works. Or is that too big? Is it too wide? Yeah, that's cute. Okay, we'll do that. So I will do that now, and then I can't forget about it. Okay. Move it over. It's got this one has like stars on the lace, so let's have some stars in the middle, and then just chomp that down there and on the other side. Oh, I'm really upset about that tea. You know, when you get to the point in the day where you're just like, oh, I could really do with a cup of tea, and it's staring at me, but I know I can't drink it because it's too cold. And yes, I know I could go make another one, but I'm in the zone, and I don't want to leave the zone. Right, that's alright. We fixed it. Okay, and then we'll do the same thing. We'll pop some papers in. Got some scraps here, which should be fine size-wise. Perfect. Yeah, I'm liking these. They'll be just cute little things I can pop into pockets in journals. And I'm very glad I'm using up my scraps before they get out of hand. So yeah, if it was Denise who said about using up your scraps whilst you know, when you make them, yeah, I definitely think I'll be trying to do this from now on. Because if you've seen, it was a long time ago, well I say a long time ago, it was a good couple of months ago when I very first set up my channel. I tried to do like a scrap busting series because I'd let my scraps get out of hand. They were just, it was awful. It really was. I had an overflowing box of scraps and several boxes of scraps. And yeah, I sort of started doing like tags and things with what was in the box just to use them up. And yeah, and I didn't get very far. I really did not get very far, you know, with it all. So, oh yeah, we want that to be that size. Be a bit wide. I think my scraps are a little bit wide. But yeah, using up your scraps whilst you make them, I think is a good idea. So I definitely think I'll be doing that from now on. And then I'll just add another piece. A bit long. Okay, and then just, yeah, so I think if you're making these, make a template like you would when you're making a journal and you want to get your signatures, you know, your pages of your signature correct and everything, the correct size. Make a template rather than doing what I'm doing, because I'm making a meal out of this. There we go. Okay, let's try that. Fab. Okay, that's in. Great. Okay. And the brads are going to go through the lace. Now, I have some very pretty brads in here. I've got some like jewel ones, but I don't know if I've got any pink ones left. I've got purple, but no, purple does not go. So it might just have to be gold. They're going to be. Oh, I could put them in the middle of the I don't know if you can see that. There's sort of two like flower star type of shapes. I could put them in the middle of those. That would be nice. Let's do that. Okay. Right. So all going in. Okay. The one. There we go. Right, these are not going to be big enough holes, are they? Nope, they're not big enough. Okay, let's see about that. Okay, let's just check that the lid isn't going to get in the way of the brads. Nope, that's pretty perfect. Like it. Okay. So I'm just mucking about with my brad legs. I do wonder, we live in a terrace, a small terrace. There's only 3 houses in the terrace, but yeah, we're in the middle, so we've got neighbours to the left and right of us. And I often wonder, you know, if what they can hear, and if they must be thinking, what is she going on about? You know, if they can hear me talking to you guys, they're going to be wondering what on earth I'm going on about half the time, if they can hear me. Okay. Like, just fiddling with my brad legs. Probably sounds quite strange if you don't know what I'm talking about. Right, just squeeze those down a bit. So yeah, these brads are huge. I don't recommend. I just bought some cheap ones off Amazon, just to, you know, to get going with my stash. And unfortunately, they're huge. So yeah, I would not buy these ones again. As nice as they are, like, I do like them. I just think, yeah, they're a bit big. Alright, there we go. That is that one. Now, I think this one does need some decoration on the front, but I'm not going to worry about that now. I'll just add, like, maybe a label or a fussy cut or something, just because that's, you know, looks maybe a little bit plain. But yeah, I won't worry about that now. I think we can do another one. What do we think? Oh, that's what I was going to do as well. Some of these, so I was looking at whether they would work well as matchboxes, but then, like this one, for example, that looks fine, but then you've got the bird cages upside down, and if you fold it the other way, yeah, it's just, I mean, I like the blue, but I just feel like, yeah, I don't want to hide all the bird cages. So I thought for these are all sort of the same, you know, the same issue. I thought they could make little flap down notebooks, these ones. So I've just folded over the top edge like that, and then I'll do the same thing. I'll put some papers in and then put some brads in. So I'm just going to pause whilst I find some more papers. So I've just been tearing up some papers, and I just thought I would try the first one. And I really like the metal mixed with the Tim Holtz. So there you are, there's another little scrappy notebook, and then yeah, you just take out the brads, and then you've got, you can just keep replacing the papers. I am wondering whether I should have, I'm doing it again, aren't I? I want to round the corners. So shall we try the idea of taking the brads out and just round that corner? Oops. Is it going to go in? No, we have to take out the 2 brads. Take out the 2 brads. So yeah, you just slip those out, and then yeah, I like that idea. I'll be doing those again. Okay, right, let's see if we can, yep. Sorry, I've got my arm in some strange places there. Oh yeah, I think rounding the corners helps just finish it off. And I bet those of you who like shouting at your computer screens whilst I'm crafting, you know who you are, then yeah, maybe you were telling me that. Round the corners, Justine, don't forget to round the corners. Right, there we go, just press those down, but there you go. The brad idea works, you know, just taking that off. That looks cool, I like that. Yeah, that looks really cool. Should I round these corners as well? Let's just do it, and then I can tell you whether it looks better with rounded corners or not. Oh yeah, like that. So that's another one. How are we doing? Shall we get another one in? So I've got this birdie one here. Now this one is going to have upside down writing. Just trying to decide how much I care about that, or whether I'd want to cover it up with something. Let's just let's do this first of all. Hopefully this scrap is the same size as the last one, so hopefully these all work. So I think for this one we want 2 eco dyed and 1 tea dyed. Actually, yeah, I'll put that one in the middle. Sorry, I'm mumbling. Yeah, we want to cut those down a bit. So let me just pause and cut them down so that we don't lose any time. Okay, I'm back. I was just having a look at different things. I was wondering whether I wanted to cover up the upside down writing with some lace, but it didn't have the same feel to it as just using the metal. So I'm really enjoying how they're looking with just the metal brads. So I'm just going to ignore that the writing is upside down and consider it to be, you know, a bit of a quirk, I guess. Okay, let's just move that around. There we go. And press down. There we go. Oops. Yeah, these brads are huge, but you know, it is what it is. Again, they can always be covered up with something if you know, if they get annoyed. But from the front, I love that sort of metal brad. I love how they look. So yeah, I mean, I need to do inking around and maybe add like a little stamp or something to the top sheet of paper, but that's, yeah, I'm liking these. So I think that's probably where I'll leave it today. Not because I'm finished, but just because, yeah, looking at the time, I don't want to be rushing stuff, but I think that's not too bad going today. So we made a couple of these with our Holtz Scraps. I made another one of those. There we go. I made a couple of matchbook notebooks. Yeah, because Roxy's weekly challenge, I actually want to do the weekly challenge properly next year, and actually do it, you know, from the start. Hopefully she's doing it again, obviously, but yeah, I would. Now, what's going on with this one? There we go. I think that one just needs scoring down a little bit better, because obviously I cut it a bit short. And then obviously sorry about that. You know how I'm always saying I'm a clumsy crafter? Well, I've just proved it, because I managed to knock my elbow as I was trying to show you this. I knocked the cable, which was attached to my phone. I've got my phone on charge, which, yeah, dragged the phone down, and I hate to say it, I've just knocked all of my Tracy Fox labels all over the floor. I'm going to have to spend the next like 10 minutes picking those up. Oh, goodness me. I really am clumsy. Okay, so I was trying to show you this one. So this is obviously what we made in the beginning. So it's a little fold out pocket space notebook type of thing. So really, I think I wasn't expecting to do this. We made 3 different types of notebook today. Or notepad, I guess you could call them. So you've got matchbox ones from the Roxy challenge. You've got just this very simple fold over your scrapbook paper, put some brads in one, and then you've got this fold out space for that one. So yeah, I was not expecting that. So there we are. We had an actual theme for the video, which was not what I was expecting. So we made 3 different types of notepad from our scrapbook paper scraps. I hope you enjoyed them. I'm really liking the brad idea. I think I'll do this again for sure. And yeah, I do think this one could do with something on the front, a fussy cut or something. So I'm going to have a look at that now, and then you'll see it in the thumbnail if I decide to add anything, which I probably will. So I'll leave it there for now. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks for joining me. Sorry about knocking all my labels over. Oh my god. Oh. I'm just going to be in fits of giggles now. Anyway, thanks so much, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye now. You didn't think you could get rid of me that quickly, did you? Sorry about that. I was packing away, and I remembered I was going to use my ticket die and show you how it came out. So I used it on that nice scripty scrapbook paper offcut that I had, and they look kind of cool. So I don't know what I'm going to do with them yet, but I'm going to keep this to one side, and it looks kind of cool on the back as well, actually. The back of it has like green and stripy, so they almost look like two different tickets on the back. So yeah, I don't know what I will do with these yet, but I just thought I would show you it worked. And then whilst I was off camera, I found something for the front of this this matchbook notebook. So I just added a fussy cut of a flower and a little label just to finish that one off, because I did think it was a little bit plain. And then I just wanted to update you. I managed to pop a little tab on here, so hopefully you can see that. So it's brown craft card that I've vintaged up even more with my vintage photo ink. I've stamped over it with my black, like a flourish type of stamp, added an eyelet and this little brown rose charm. And I just think that that finishes it off kind of nicely on the front, and makes it obviously, you know, easier to open. And I also added these little mushrooms, just because again I felt like it needed something else. So that's how that one turned out. So yeah, I just thought I'd update you, because I know it's always nice to see how things actually turn out, you know, making them and everything, but then how they're decorated up as well. So just thought I'd update you. That's it. I'm definitely going now, promise. See you later. Bye.